So for the sake of continuing my own success in the game, I am going to join an order. I left on Lucifer's own. Okay, that'll be interesting. We're going to join the Hermetic Society, though. So this is a society that you get to just join, as long as you have over 10 learning, and I have 12. And then you can select an apprentice. So the Hermetic Society is named after Hermes. We basically search for all kinds of sort of arcane wisdom. So my apprentice needs to be younger than me, or should be. Yeah, I'm going to make my marshal my apprentice. Oh, he is... He is horrible learning. Never mind, we're going to pick this dude, because he actually has good learning. And learning is the stat that matters for the Hermetic Society. So in our society here, we are a neophyte. We are a complete noob. But you can get some really powerful things through this society. So let's start with a few really important decisions. I'm going to borrow 300 gold from Jewish merchants. That is really important because king level or higher characters can choose to kick all of the Jews out of the realm, which is horrible and I do not endorse, but here's the option: expel the Jewry. It makes sense, historically speaking. So, obviously, you can't borrow money from the Jews if the Jews have all been kicked out of the kingdom. So you need to do that immediately because your king might just kick them all out. And if he does kick them all out, then we don't have to repay the loan. This game has a lot of kind of fucked up, but also kind of fun and mischievous things you could do. Speaking of which, I have really high intrigue. So let's write a theorem paper. That is for the Hermetic Society. So I faced a daunting task of researching and writing an entire theorem paper to be reviewed by my peers. To have it accepted by the Order would be a great boon to me, but if the quality is found to be lacking, it might be a big blow to my prestige. I have high intrigue, so I'm going to plagiarize the whole thing. I'm also going to acquire ingredients for alchemy. We are going to go hunting. Now, is there anything else important for me to do? I'm going to mark these events as important because they can be repeated in the future. I think everything is fine, more or less. Okay, we have a peace offer. Cool. Hey, so our king actually won this holy war. So it's not a crusade, it's a holy war. There is a difference. Crusades are called by the Pope, and all Christians can join in. Holy wars are called by a king or emperor, and only nearby rulers of either of the main religions involved can join in. Speaking of religions, here's the religious map mode. So this is the earliest start you can get. And in this start, you can see the pagans are still actually rather strong. Germanic pagans, I'm definitely going to do a Viking character at some point. The Finnic pagans have a lot of influence. Then you have the Tengri, which is like the Mongols, sort of. Nestorian Christians. The Orthodox Christians are a complete mess because you have the iconoclast heresy that has risen up pretty much everywhere. Slavic pagans. You know, Catholicism really is limited to the British Isles, France, part of modern-day Germany, and Italy, more or less. We appear to have a heresy here. I'm not sure how that happened. Cool, so we got 2 parts, animal parts. That's useful because we can use that in potions and whatnot later. So being part of the Hermetic Society is actually going to hurt our reputation with the Pope, because some of the things that we do are borderline heresy. Alright, so I've produced an excellent paper on the sun. It explores astrology, and in particular the movement and the importance of this heavenly body. All that's left is to submit it to my Hermetic peers for review. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we'll see what they have to say. The Pope is pissed at me because I'm lustful, I owe money to the Jews, and I'm in the Hermetic Society. So my plans are not exactly going well so far, but in the short term we're going to focus on expanding our secular power. Alright, our work has been endorsed, so we need 3 people out of 5 who will review it. There's the second one endorsing it, to endorse our paper. Hey, we got 3. Now we do still get to hear from the other 2. Yep, so our plagiarized paper is going to sail through with no problem. Alright, I'm getting a little tired of my guy taking forever to fabricate a claim. I'm going to look for better people to invite to my court, in particular a better spy master. So, doesn't matter, I don't think if it's a man or a woman. Adult, yes, still. Married, doesn't matter. Diplomatic range needs to be a yes. Okay, so here's someone who might join if we bribe them. They have 21. Yep, alright, my paper got published. We have 21 intrigue there, but I don't want to give him money if I don't have to. So the top person who will join us anyway is only 19. Yeah, let's just go ahead and pay and have the person with 20 come. Or 22. So send him a gift. That'll make him like us better, and then we can invite him to our court. And he will soon be our new spy master. We're also going to take a look at who might be a good court chaplain. Because our current one is only 7 overall, which is okay. That's about average, though. And we're not going for average, we are going to be the very best. Oh no! I got the Glitterhoof event. Okay, this is one of the more famous events in the game, so if you're a lunatic, this can happen. Your horse has always struck you as being of a dependable sort, a quality you feel is sorely lacking in your counselors. Time to shake things up a bit. You will appoint him as your new chancellor. I know I was complaining about my chancellor, but he's actually not that bad, but okay. So unfortunately, because I don't have the right DLC, we don't actually have a horse character appear. But if you have the right DLCs, you can actually get a horse to be your counselor, and they're not very good, but it is kind of funny. So we have now got an excellent spy master, and my wife is pregnant. Awesome. Let's go. So with my wife pregnant now, because I'm a genius, that increases the odds of the child being a genius. However, she isn't a genius, so that brings it down a little bit. So we might have to have a whole bunch of children to actually get an heir who's a genius. Okay. And then there's a whole succession system under laws. So we're going to have to think about changing that. We have a few more years, though, before we're allowed to actually change anything. In the meantime, I'm going to keep looking for better people to add to my council, especially court chaplain, because our court chaplain leaves a lot to be desired. He kind of needs to be Catholic, though, since we're Catholic. Here we go. Hey, he's someone else's court chaplain, and we're just going to steal him. All right. Cool. And our current court chaplain doesn't even like us, so this is a win-win. He's going to go make the Pope like us more. Our Marshal could be a little bit better. Hey, I had a son. Cool. Sure. Alright, I had that ambition fulfilled. Now, let's go ahead and try to have a daughter. Okay, so now we're gonna summon a divine being. And I have some flasks that could aid us. This is a really interesting event. It's, well, you'll get to see. I think some heavy drug use is involved in this event. Alright, it is time for the ritual to come. And your order has congregated in a spacious room. Symbols scatter the floor as you chant your hymns. Neophyte Asfrid, this dude, has provided you all with a new special type of incense. See, this is drugs. Alright, the game can call it incense all they want, but we all know what they're talking about. So we've got this new special type of incense that he claims is necessary to make the eventual connection with the divine being. Before long, it has permeated the air, and as you inhale more and more, hearing the drone of your fellows' chants, you feel your soul disconnect from your body and begin to ascend, until it seems to connect with something. An entity touches your soul, though you cannot perceive it with any senses other than your mind's eye. This must be the divine being. You have succeeded. You struggle to control your emotions and to coalesce all your thoughts into one burning question. So I haven't figured out what difference it might make. Which of these you select. I want to find out about the operation of the sun.